I don't know where we're going to cut more costs.
Well, let's take a look at what we've already done.
From a process standpoint, we've improved material handling and the additional chip shooter increased throughput, but I don't see that kind of capital expenditure happening again.
You're missing the point. Throughput is not the issue. We need to reduce the cost per board. So what about board design?
2 integrated circuits were changed to bare die really to save on board real estate, and I assume this reduced component costs.
Well, not really. I can buy bare die cheaper than packaged components, but then we have the added cost of having them placed in waffle trays.
Plus, I've incurred the additional costs because of the added requirement to flux and underfill.
Let me understand this. We went to bare die because of design requirements. And even though it reduced the actual component costs, the savings were more than offset by taping costs and the added underfill process.
What if you could place bare die and totally eliminate the reoccurring cost of taping, bypassing the need for expensive tape or trays?
The current volume doesn't allow for any more quantity discounts, and I've got the lowest bid. Maybe I could get the die and tape cheaper.
Yeah. Getting rid of the trays will save me a lot of grief with my operators, as well as improve my yields.
Wait a second. You're talking about replacing one cost with another. What we need to do is to get rid of the taping costs, period.
Yeah? All right. But is there a way?
A way? How about a better way? The innovators in component delivery systems have a better way. The Direct Die Feeder from Holver Davis. The award-winning Direct Die Feeder extracts die directly from a vertically mounted wafer, thereby eliminating all die packaging and taping costs. The technology of extracting die from a wafer has been done for decades by component fabricators. In reality, placing a die on a circuit board is no different than placing it in a lead frame. What Holver Davis has done is to bring the die extraction process to the SMT manufacturing floor in a way that is not unlike picking components from a conventional tape feeder. The DDF presents a bare die to the pick point on a placement machine, the same as any feeder or waffle tray presents components. What this means is that your pick-and-place operations are not changed by taking the bare die directly from the wafer. By eliminating tape and reels or waffle trays, you eliminate a process cost that adds no value to the end product. Insertion of a bare die into a tray or tape is an additional handling of the die, an associated cost that does not need to happen. By going directly from the wafer to the board, you eliminate this process cost as well as the disposal of used tape.
Let's quantify this decision. Judy, what's our cost of tape?
Well, let's see. The cost is included in the total per die price, but as I understand it, it's about 7 cents per die.
How many die do you place per hour?
On average, it's about 1,200 die per hour, so we're talking about 20,000 a day.
19,200.
I get your point.
We've got 5 days per week, 50 weeks per year because of shutdown. So what's the parts per year times 7 cents each?
That's $336,000 per year.
Maybe I better see if there's a solution.
There is a solution. The Direct Die Feeder from Holver Davis totally eliminates taping costs. Circuit board manufacturers who are currently using chip-on-board technology realize that taking die directly from the wafer is a seamless transition from their existing process.